They want to find out if what is exactly reasons why the people are leaving the platform. And there might be the different reason, but they are particularly focusing on the customer services related issues, right? This is what the problem statement. So main agenda is retention rate, churn rate, right? Now I already told you like what is churn rate and retention rate, right? So what is retention? Can we write retention into 1 minus churn rate? Are you aware with this thing, right? You understood why we are focusing on retention, because our agenda of this particular task is we need to work on the retention part. The goal is here to identify why the people are leaving the platform. So retention is something people are coming on the platform, and churn rate is something people are leaving, right? So how we define the retention? Retention is something people are coming in the platform again and again. That is called retention. And the goal is here retention is decreasing, right? And we need to find out why retention is decreasing. So if retention is nothing but 1 minus churn rate, right? If retention is decreased, that means churn rate is increased, right? Are you aligned with this?
Yeah.
So what are the reason the churn rate is going to increase? What do you think? What is churn rate? Uh, what do you mean by churn rates? Anyone? It is nothing but number of customer leaving the platform, right? Okay. So churn rate is nothing but a number of people are leaving the platform, right? Out of total customers. So we need to find out why the churn rate is increased. The goal is why the churn rate is increased, why retention is decreasing in the Flipkart. There might be the multiple reason, right? There might all very different reason we must have get a discount from other platform. There might be sales going on the Amazon. That's why people are shifting from Flipkart to Amazon. But right now here their focus is completely they told us like they want to do the deep dive on the customer assessment, the customer service related data. So our agenda is here. We are just focusing on this particular reason, customer satisfaction. Okay. And from this customer satisfaction, we are checking why the people are leaving the platform, why churn rate is increasing, and why retention is decreasing. That's what the goal is. Got the point?
Yes. Yes.
So tell me what is the exactly procedure in the Flipkart if you are facing the issue? What are the see we have we already they already shared the CSV file with us, right? This is CSV file. So just download this CSV file, go to the Excel. As last time I told you, go to the Excel, go to the data tab. Inside the data, there is something called as import and export, right? So import that CSV file and open that file. You will be going to find this number of IDs, the customers who are reaching out to the customer service, right? The customer name, their gender, their sentiments, their CSAT score. I will be explaining this thing a little more. The call timestamp when the people are calling, right? Is it visible or I increase some? This is what our data is, right? I'm not formatting this thing. You need to work on this part. Okay, I'm also not able to this. I don't have the Excel here. I am dumping that data in the spreadsheet so that you will be understood the concept what we are actually thinking on this part. So let me tell me the process, how the process are going. It's a simple process, right? Customer buying any product from the Flipkart, and then if he facing any issue related to maybe the related to product or payment related, then he will be reach out to the customer care, right? We already have the reason for the customers are coming here. The reasons are maybe it is related with the billing, maybe related with service, maybe related with payment, right? So once we have the issue related this reason, people are reaching out to the customer service, right? The customers is waiting in the queue, and customers there is a support team which are they are answering the customers regarding their whatever the issue, right? And if issue is got resolved, the customers are giving the feedback. It's not all customers are giving the feedback, right? If it is not, then this cycle is continue. This is a simple cycle, right? We already know what are the different reasons why the customer reaching out to us. If you want to check why the people are reaching out to us, go to the sheet and check what are the different reasons we have, right? Just connect your dots with the story data. Okay, that's what you need to do in the milestone.
Akash,
Think what?
sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting in between. The thing is that some of the students are unable to join the class. Even I'm trying from, since 10 minutes, but I was unable to join. I had a discussion with Jitendra, so he told that, he has shared some links, but we were unable to join. I guess Nida is also facing the same. She
Okay.
told me that she's able to join through phone, but unable to connect through the laptop. So I don't know what is going on because, again, I have tried to join from phone. So I'm able to join it from the phone, but unable to connect through laptop. I don't
Got it.
know he's working on it or not, but yeah, I really don't have any idea what have you, told us in
Okay.
between.
No issue, Manisha. Is it all people are joined or not? If not, then I don't know this session is recorded or not. But if there is no recording, so I can create one meeting link and directly share to your group. Do you have any group with
Yeah.
us?
Could you please do this because he has created, I think, two or three links, but I am unable to join through laptop. So if you could create any sort of link
Okay.
and then share it on the chat so everyone can join through that link.
Okay. Is it a problem with all the peoples or is only Manisha is facing this issue?
No. Same issue. Akash, if we are checking from the laptop, it is taking us and asking that we are waiting for the host. But the link which they
Acha.
have provided in the chat, if we are clicking on, then we are directly landing into the meeting. So this is the issue. Why we are not able to connect from the laptop?
Okay. So what I can do, I can share the one meeting link which I'm creating now and just join the all folks there directly there and share that link to their main group.
I just joined from my laptop. I don't know if it is
Are you,
working. Why it is working for me?
Okay, let me try it again. I've also tried to join.
is it
I'll also try.
okay?
Yeah. I was already joined from my cell phone. Then I tried going directly to the Next Leap website and then tried joining it, and that became a success.
No,
You can
please, we are getting the same message. Please
Yeah.
wait until the meeting host brings you into the call.
yeah,
And
then,
Yes.
eh,
it is the same link which is we are using here on the phone, and even don't know why it is not working. OSMS IXEC QEP.
If I share any personal invite, that okay? Is it just need to check whether this is recorded or not?
I don't think this session get recorded because when
Okay.
I check the
Then
old.
mhm. Then fine. I will creating the one meeting link. Just join that link. Okay. I'm sharing the link in chat only. Are you guys able to join with your laptop now? Only 6 people join in new link. Okay. Okay. But all people are joined here. Uh, yes. Check what exactly we want to do here. we need to work on the Flipkart data, and they are come with a request like the retention is retention rate is decreases, right? So they want to know why the retention is decreased, why the people are leaving the platform, and there are multiple reasons for that particular thing, but they specifically tell us that we need to work on the customer service part, right? If you check the first para also, you will understood what exactly the goal will be. The first thing is if you go and check what exactly the retention is something the people are in the platform coming again and again, and churn rate is something the people are leaving the platform. And how the relation between retention and churn, it's inversely proportional. If retention is decreased, churn rate will going to increase, and if churn rate is increasing, that will be the bad indication. That is a very major matrix we need to work on. Yeah. If you are going to work in any company, you are going to work on this particular part as well. So churn rate is nothing but number of people are leaving the platform, right? There might be different reason we have, but for this particular project, for this particular milestone, we are just focusing on the customer satisfaction related issues, because we have the data related with the customer services, right? Clear till here? Any doubt what is retention and what is churn rate?
No, Akash, clear.
Okay. So coming to the customer, the how the actual flow is going here, right? If you are buying something, we will be facing issue, right? If you are facing any issue related to payment or service, or there might be a different issue. In order to know what kind of different issue we have, we already have the CSV file. Just download that file, open it into your Excel, and you know how to open. Don't open directly. Go in the data section, data tab in Excel. There is an option of import and export, and from there load this data. Okay, so there are so many reasons like billing related reason, service related reason, and payment related reason. There might be the different reason as well. Okay, so because of these reason, the people are reaching out to the customer care, right? Customer care is taking the they helping the people. If the issue is not resolved, then again the cycle is going to repeat again and again. And if these issues got resolved, then they will be give the customer the people are giving the customer feedback, the customers. There is possible that some people are not giving the customer as well. If you see the result here, the CSAT score is nothing but the customer satisfaction score, and which is directly depend on the rating part. Or you can take this as a in a scale of 10, how many people are giving the rating. Okay, so see the customer 2 here, Shika, is not giving any rating, even if his her feedback is very positive, right? So every time people are not giving the feedback, that data we have. So this is what a cycle, and we have the data, and we already know what different kind of reasons are there. People are reaching out to us, and then we have customers. So then people are reaching to which channel, also the primary thing, right? If you go in here in J column, if you check what are the different channel we have call center, chat about, and the email also people are reaching out, and through web also people are coming. So these are the different channels the customers are coming to our platform to raise their requests, right? So this is what the flow the customers are contact with the customer service teams. Align? Any doubt here? We need to wrap up this fast so that we can work on the second checkpoint. We are missing this part on last weekend. I got call from Jitendra just once. This is what the cycle, the flow cycle we are looking for, right? You got the point of what is goal. You're looking for the retention part. You need to check why retention is decreased and why churn rate is increased, and you have the data related to call centers, service center, right? The customer service feedback. And based on this data, you need to come with a solution why retention is decreased, right? So what is the main agenda of the customer service peoples? What they are thinking means they want to do the task, reducing the response time, right? So that the people are resolve their issue within very small time, right? So the customer service are mostly focused on this particular area to reduce the response time. In first order, in first contact, only the whatever the query we have, it might get resolved, right? That what the customer care are looking for, and they are looking for the improving the sentiments, right? CSAT score. If the customer is not working properly, that might be the a reason that sentiment going wrong, as well as CSAT score will be going decrease, right? And that what the data we have here. We have CSAT scores. We have what are the different channels, what are the different reasons, what is call duration, what is response time, is it within SLA or below SLA or above SLA, right? And we have different call center as well. Maybe possible that some of the call center is not actively that much effectively working, right? So these are the data we have, and now you need to do the deep dive. How you can come with a result that it will reflect on the retention part. Got the goal? What exactly you need to do? Any doubt here? You understood the problem statement till here? Location. Okay. So we have call center, right? If you go and dump this call center and just put in the new sheet, I'm unable to edit this thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Leave it this one. If you unable to just check on the call center part, dump this call center data into new sheet. Just if you are opening the Excel, and just remove the duplicate. You know how to remove the duplicate? Go in data. There is option in the right side. Remove duplicates, and you will coming to know that we have only four call centers. That is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and one is
Kolkata.
Kolkata. Okay, so we have only four call centers here, right? Now, based on this call center, you can do the analysis like which call center is very effective, right? If someone is not effective, that means you can do the further deep dive on that particular call center, and then you can do why this call center is not effective that much compared to the other call center, and then you can suggest your hypothesis like if we increase something or decrease something, you can give the solution to the some stakeholders that for this particular call center, if you increase the number of intake means service peoples, there might be the we can increase the CSAT score, or we can increase the sentiments of the people. We can move the sentiments of the peoples, right? So that's what because of the call center level also you can check the retention, how many people are leaving the platform, and then you will come to understand that this is suppose Delhi have the massive decrease in the peoples, right? The peoples are living too much in the Delhi. So then throughout this data, you particularly working for the Delhi, what are those reasons? And you have all the shit here. Now you need to think on which part you are going to focus. Are you getting this one? This is what the data, and you need to think inside that particular data how you can come with the story.
Akash, ideally, how many we should create? How many hypotheses we should create through this data?
See, you can create multiple hypotheses, but try to have very limited hypothesis with very main impact on the business. You can create number of hypotheses, 10, 20, that's fine, but try to create 5, 6 hypotheses that is very strong hypothesis, and that will give the main result instead of working on more hypotheses.
I mean, these hypotheses should focus on the retention rate, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what in general I talk. So okay, let's move to the next thing. You now you know the retention part. The agenda is we need to check why retention is decreased, and you know the churn rate. Churn rate is nothing but number of customer left divided by total customers, right? And now we don't have any particular parameter to measure the number of customers leaving our platform. If you check here our CSFL, we don't know why people are leaving. So we are taking CSAT score as a one parameter. Okay, based on CSAT, we take that CSAT as a proxy, and based on the CSAT score, we are just thinking if CSAT score is more, that means customer is satisfied and that person is not trying to leaving the platform. Are you getting this part? Means if go in calculation part, if you check 1 minus, okay, give me 1 second. I'm opening any rough Excel sheet for you guys. Now see, 1 minus CSAT score, right? CSAT divided by is depend on we are taking 100 or 10 is depend completely on the scale, in which scale you are giving the rating. Suppose I am giving in the scale of 100 and one of the customer ID, the customer ID is 1 and he give the rating as 30, and one is customer 2, he give the rating as 90. This is CSAT score, okay? So based on this, we are try to calculate this parameter. And how we are getting the result here? If you check here, 1 minus 30 divided by 100. So 0.3 here. Sorry, instead of 30, I can write. This will give the relative difference. So see, this is nothing but this 1 minus CSAT. If you come to the slide, this 1 minus CSAT score is nothing but the number of people are leaving, right? Just try to understand here, number of people are living here. Now, what you understood from the here, the number of people are living more for less CSAT score, right? 70% people are living. It is in the percent. Okay, just take in the percent. And those CSAT score is high. The number of people are living 10% only, right? Are you getting on this part? We are taking very proxy matrix here. It's not 100% sure this what we need to work, but we don't have any parameter to identify the why people are living. So we are taking the CSAT as a one proxy. That's what I am assuming. That's sort of one matrix I am thinking. I will be explaining those things again in the checkpoint 2 also. But are you getting this part why I took the 1 minus CSAT? Yes. Okay, so we are not taking the CSAT in the one customer ID level. Just I am explaining the you can take this as in the term of probability. In a whole granular level, it is not in a probability. It is like number of percentage might be people are living. For the
But
customer ID level, you can take as a probability.
Akash, but I guess sorry
Yeah.
for the noise. I guess like what I have heard that CSAT is the particular score given by a customer. Okay, so if and you're taking as a whole number of like people liking or like staying on the site or like buying again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like isn't it two different things? Like me staying somewhere and like me giving something few ratings and all.
Yeah, this is not 100% matrix going to be work, but this is what the majority be at granular level. It is not going to work. But if you merge this in the whole data, that will be give the sense of data. People are assuming some matrices to do the calculation, and this is what we are assuming here.
Yeah, okay, I got what you're trying to say, but one of the problem is that in the spreadsheet the CSAT is not complete. So like what I've seen
Yes,
that
yes.
and it is
So many people are not giving the CSAT score, right? So
yeah.
that's what the issue. We are not giving CSAT score by we are not able to edit this sheet, or we are not able to dump the data here.
No,
Because
we can edit the sheet. You can.
no. Point is, what you can going to think, you can take the mean of the whole CSAT score, right? But that's not a exact way to do this analysis. If people are not giving the CSAT score, that means we need to take blank that particular cell, because that is not the mean CSAT score that particular customer going to give, right? So we need to keep blank as it is there. We are not able to give the mean value there. CSAT is something is completely depend on the customer. If he is not
Uh,
giving, we can
yeah.
do. I will come to that part. We will going to do in the matrix level calculation. Then that time might be you. If you are not getting that point, then you can ask the question.
Actually, I have seen that, like, I have worked on this data and I've seen that the CSAT column, it is almost empty. There are only 20,000 rows, which I've filled in. The majority of the data is unfilled. So, like, from my perspective, I tried
Yes.
removing the whole column because, like, we can, like, if we have only 20% of the data, we cannot use that column, and we can't find the mean, and we can't also make, like, because they are okay. So they are sentiments, and like there are I thought that neutral would be around 5 to 7, and then negative would be 1 to 2. That, but then when I saw most of the data, it was very random. So yeah, then I had to remove this. So like, if we are not going to use particular column, so how are we going to find any metrics with
We
this?
are not using that column. That's not thing. We are count. I will show the number of matrix there. Then might be you will get the idea
Okay,
what exactly we need to work.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Okay. So till now, just we are taking a problem to calculate the churn rate, and how this is the for a simple reason. I just explained this the probability, right? Are you able to understand till here? Means how it is directly reflect if 30 something. We are assuming that 30 is directly reflecting on our customer number of customers are leaving the platform. Okay, it is not number, is kind of probability. Okay.
So Akash is like this. I mean, 30 around 30 people. No. I mean, around 70% of people who has given 30% CSAT score are leaving the platform.
That's what we are assuming. It is not. It is not customer ID. If you are taking this is as customer ID, I take this for the reference. Just remove this thing, and this is overall average CSAT score you assume. Okay, and then we are coming to the conclusion. Like we are taking this as a probability of the people are leaving. Okay.
Okay.
It is not initially. It is that customer ID to explain the one particular example. But if you remove at granular, more aggregated level, then it is something. It is correct picture. But to explain the formula, I just took the one customer ID.
So we're assuming this entire thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, sorry. So, okay. We cannot take this 30 as a mean also. Will become, yeah, exactly. That will. Uh, it is something. If it is directly showing the number. Suppose 30 is not your result, so it will be give one result only for your result, right? It either be 30 or 90 is directly reflecting the number of people are living. There is no two probability of people are living in your in data. If you are getting your result as 40, then you are concluding that 60% of people are leaving the platform. Are you getting this part? You are getting one average CSAT score, not two CSAT score. Yeah. So I'm taking the two examples so that you are understood what exactly directly how it's connected, how churn rate and CSAT is connected. That's why I took the two examples.
So you are doing correlation here?
No correlation here. Correlation is different thing. Yeah, in between CSAT and the churn rate, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we can take the hypothesis that CSAT score is directly proportional with the 1 minus CSAT score, right? Is directly you can take the hypothesis and then come with a solution. Is it your hypothesis right or wrong?
Okay.
Okay. So this is one matrix which I am planning, you can come with a different matrix as well. Okay, this is the way I explaining you guys this question, so that I can explain one matrix and you can come with a different kind of matrix. Okay, I'm just trying to explain the procedure. Okay, that means no, means what we are trying to prove here. If 30 is the average overall CSAT score from scale of 100, so we are just giving the estimate that 70% of people are not liking our platform, right? Yeah, yes. You need to hypothesis. You need to come with a hypothesis, a strong hypothesis that will be you are implementing on your data, and then you are coming with a solution, whether your hypothesis is right or wrong, and that will be the result you will get after you are doing the analysis. It is not directly what your hypotheses are always right, right? Whatever I am assuming might be I am not going in the right direction. Okay, so like this, you need to think on the other matrix, check your hypotheses are in the right direction. There may be the possibility that what you are assuming it on the same page or the data also showing the same result. Okay, every time if you go in the data already gives something like you are able to create one hypothesis for you guys, right? You will get some sense of data after just spending some time on this particular spreadsheet. You will get some sense of data, what kind of matrix or what kind of hypothesis I am planning to take, and based on that, suppose I can relate like sentiment is directly proportional to call duration. I can try to relate these things, correlation between sentiment and call duration. And if it is I'm thinking like if call duration is too far, then sentiment will be negative. And if data is not showing that picture in the data analysis completely, when you are doing the data analysis, that means your hypothesis is wrong. Likewise, you can take any hypothesis and come with a solution. Any doubt here? So this is what the CSAT score, which I am taking one as a matrix. Okay. Now let's move to check the what exactly we need to do here. Identify the key matrices that you need to think on which kind of matrices are you going to work, right? That's what one example I give, but there are multiple things you might be come with thinking on this particular milestone. Then you need to come define your hypothesis. Based on the hypothesis, you need to check your data, come with a result. Is it matching with your particular hypothesis or not, right? Once you have these whole things, then what you need to do before doing that, before using these things, uh, think on the cleaning the Excel sheet and tell me how we can check the cleaning Excel sheet. What are the parameters are you guys following? What is the initial things you guys are doing when you open any CSV file?
I think the first thing is we need to check the blank columns.
Exactly. And how we can check that thing? Just take Control A,
Yeah.
convert that particular sheet into table, and just use a filter. Check whether IDs are nulls. That will give the blank, right? The option will be give here, or just go with the customer name. There will be a one arrow down arrow will be coming here. Just click on that. You will be you will be getting slash hashtag NA, right? Something like that. Just check on your Excel. If you guys you open with Excel file, then check on there. You'll come to know that there might be some blank spaces. There might be some customer don't have the names there.
Akash,
Even
would it
if
be possible for you to copy this data and then create a separate Excel sheet and then you can
okay,
work upon that? That would be better for understanding.
just give me a second. That's the issue. Means I'm working on the spreadsheet. I don't have the Excel file with me. If anyone want to present a screen, I quickly explain how we can do the things in Excel, how we can filter out the data. Anyone want to present the screen? Someone open the Excel then. But the thing is, it's very simple. Means you don't need to go have the, because I'm not able to paste this data in a spreadsheet as well.
Can you just select a chunk of it? I mean, not the entire data.
Okay. Fine.
I guess you have to download this data, the whole spreadsheet.
No, I'm working on the spreadsheet, so I'm not able to do that, and it's
Okay.
not my personal laptop. That's why. Okay, fine. So see, there is slightly different in spreadsheet and the Excel, so you might be going to confuse here. Okay, but the process will be remain same. You need to select this entire table by just Control A, by just doing Control A, and then just go here. There might be the option of filter. This is called as create filter, and if you check here, suppose I have one blank, I'm taking this is as random. Okay, so I have, if I go here in customer name, clear all, and checking the blank, we have one column for the blank, right? Same as in the gender level. Okay, so this is how you need to check where we have exactly null values there. Okay, this is the first step which every time you need to do. Check whether your data is have any blank space or not, is blank particular things or not. In this case, you might be checking that 3 or 4 customer ID, name is missing there in the your sheet. Okay, so if the customer's name missing, we are not removing that part because we have the customer ID for that particular customer name. Okay, so and then gender is also something, if it is missing for 3 people, you can neglect that thing. The second necessary thing, you need to check the data types. What are the data types of the different columns? The ID should be in the which data type? You know the format option, right? How to check the data type? Is it in the plain text, number, percentage, date form? So this is
Yes,
how
yes.
you need to check. And there is one column is called timestamp. Check this call timestamp is in the timestamp format or it is in the date format. In order to do further analysis, I can create one column like date. Okay, and I can phase out the column like, okay, how I can do this? Date, year, then month. So even if it is in the timestamp, if there might be a possibility this particular eighth column is in the timestamp. So from that timestamp, if you want to do the analysis at date level, so extract the date from that particular timestamp. That's what the second thing you can do. You can add on your particular spreadsheet. Okay. Any issue here? If you see, you can do the analysis at daily level also. You can create one time graph at daily level, and you can check the average CSAT score coming at daily level. Maybe the possibility that on particular date the CSAT score is dropped, right? And we can do the deep dive on that particular date, why the CSAT score is dropped. So chart is something the visual, why we are creating the Tableau dashboard or any dashboard that will directly give the sense of data that in that particular date there is something happened, because of that CSAT score is less in that particular date, right? So there is one chart you can create at date level, how many average CSAT score is coming, how's the average CSAT score is coming. And again, inside that you can check why for the particular date the average CSAT score is less. This is one kind of matrix you can able to think, right? So I'm just try to create one date filter, date column extra. Even also, if you want to create one week name column, it will give the Monday. Okay, just check how you can get this thing Tuesday, and based on these days, can I create one chart where I can see the CSAT score again? And when I mean CSAT score, we have 7 days. Based on 7 days, you can check in which day CSAT score is less, and you can give the input to the stakeholder. Like on this day, maybe the how many you can again check how many people are reach out on the particular day, and based on that, you can suggest to the stakeholder that on this particular, suppose on Wednesday, we need more folks to work on. We need to hire more folks because we need to attend more calls. We can give the insight from the data if that pattern is everywhere same, right? So likewise, you need to think on the different matrices. Are you getting
Akash,
this point?
how can a date help us to figure out why the customers, have given less CSAT score?
Okay, so check. There might be possibility on particular date the in customer service the people are attending the calls are very less, right?
Okay.
So is it not directly affecting on the customer related issue? Because we don't have the people's number of peoples to handle that problem. Means I am just assuming these things. You can
Okay.
assume the different matrices, but is it not making any sense that on particular date we are getting number of calls are more, but the attending those calls the people are very less.
It does make sense. What I'm trying to figure out is that are we finding any sort of pattern in this data? Because, let's say
Yes.
on Tuesdays, usually the customer care team are like not very productive, or they are not handling many calls, right? But
Yes.
are we trying to figure out a pattern on the dates as well? That is, I'm trying to figure out. What are we trying to
Yes.
figure out? Yeah.
We you can just try and do the deep dive. You might be get some insight from that particular data. I think this is also the one hypothesis you can take and just try to do the debugging this part. If you are
So in case,
if you are yes, go
yeah,
ahead.
so in case, in real world scenario, let's
Hmm.
say on a particular date, like as it is written 10th September 2020, okay? So
Hmm.
in on that particular date, what we are trying to figure out that, okay, on this date the customer service team was not very active. So what we try to figure out is the reason why they were not active and all those things in a real world scenario.
See, if you do at the date level, you can check this kind of hypothesis. See, my first hypothesis will be, I will going to check how's the pattern at date level. Is it month start and month end is giving the same average CSAT score, and suddenly the CSAT score is increased in between the month? That might be the possibility that in the start and the end, people are not handling properly. At date level also, I am going to check. And sorry, at particular date, there might be possibility that the CSAT score is less. So we can do the deep dive why the CSAT score is less. There might be possibility that on particular date, the some customer service center is not properly work, or there might be something going there that directly affect on your satisfaction rating. So yeah, this kind of things you can check on the granular level. You can go at from aggregation to the granular level. And in the real case also, if you check on the Uber case also, we are going in the backtrace in the same direction. If you are getting some spark or some spark in downside or upside, we are just doing the deep dive for that particular day and try to understand what exactly happened on that particular day. There might be stakeholder coming with a request why there is spark on that particular date, right? Then you need to come with the solution why. So you can just filter out your data for that particular date and do the deep dive. And how you can do the deep dive, you can just create the pivot table and try to understand what is happening there.
What happened that on that date? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And this is very common problem. Stakeholders are used to come if they saw any sparks in the charts. Okay. they understood everything from the dashboard only. If the numbers are they found that the numbers are mismatching, they come to us and they will ask why the numbers are jump to this particular bandwidth. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is very rare a kind of request frequently coming from these stakeholders. In my case also, these are the things they will directly share the screenshot to me, and they will ask why there is suddenly a spark in the number of trips in this particular date. There is some ratio called as completed divided by requested. How many trips are completed and how many people are requested. Okay, that will give the one matrices. That is CR ratio. We are called this as a CR ratio. Completed divided by total requested. Okay, if you are not able to see this CR ratio. Okay, and it will give the sense. Suppose it is 90%. So out of 100 requests, 90 trips are completed. And if it suddenly dropped to 60%, then I need to do the deep dive why it has happened, right? You need to think these are, and suppose this CR ratio at granular date level or week level, and then on particular date the CR ratio is decreased, then you need to check why it is happening, right? That's the same logic I'm trying to implement here. You can go with the other logic as well, but based on my past experience, I'm just connecting my dots here. Okay, so this is what I'm the process where you need to go and just note your hypothesis, try to dump the data, create a pivot table. The next thing is in the part 3, you need to create a visualization as well, right? The dashboard part. So there I will explain the matrix level calculation, how you can show the scorecards, how you can show the different charts, and what are the different things you can able to think on this there. Okay, and along with this, we are going to explain some interview-based question on the Excel, because you will going to cover all the Excel here, right? So let's move and check on the other hypothesis. Can you guys explain me any other hypothesis? Or before hypothesis, how you can clean the other data? This is intentionally I create these 2 columns, right? You can, if you think you have any logic, you can try to create one other column also. I can create one column like there is call duration, right? I can create one logic like if I'm taking this in the random, you can take use the proper formula. Just 1 second. Sorry. I'm just taking this logic as if the call duration is less than 5 minutes, then this issue is shortly resolved. Again, taking if else condition, call duration between, you can create this hypothesis, you can create extra column as well as is greater than equal to 5, and just check the syntax. Okay, just go with the formula. This is what I'm thinking. I'm used to do these things greater than, and suppose less than 20 minutes, then you can take anything, medium kind of things, anything. And same here, call duration greater than equal to 20 minutes. So it taking too much time, right? Now what you will be getting here, this is a wrong formula, I know, but what you will be getting here, based on this logic, you will be getting here column, this 35 is indicating too much time, right? Likewise, you will get all the columns for all the call duration, and now you have only 3 particular bucket here, a time bucket, right? The reason bucket or something, anything you can go. And based on this bucket also, you can count how many customers are coming in these 3 buckets. Is it give any sense of data? Means, are you relate this thing? This is in general, you need to think if you have any kind of data, how you can create extra columns. There might be possibility of you have in multiple case rating 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I create one bucket if the rating is between 1 to 2, that is below average rating? And if it is 3, then average rating. And if it is above 4 and 5 is good in the category of excellent or something. Can you create this bucket for multiple peoples and multiple trips? Suppose that this is I'm taking for the trips level data. Okay, I'm taking randomly. Okay, so suppose this is A1 trip. This is we have multiple trips here, and now we have only 3 buckets here. Can we check how many people are come under the these 3 buckets? Just counting, just aggregating on this particular bucket level. Can we do this thing? And it will give the sense of data. These people are coming. How many people are coming in the which buckets?
Akash, I need to know one thing. I mean,
Yes.
the ratings that you have given here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have named them as below average rating. Okay.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to know, I mean, this kind of data, do we need to analyze and find out the average rating? Or we again have to assume from the data, or we have to, I mean, do the mean or median kind of thing?
See, this is not an assumption. This is for your extra doing the deep dive or creating the any extra logic. You are doing extra column here, right? It is not any assumption. For each rating, you are giving the value. Is it below average or not, right? And because of this is what does, if you are work on the SQL, you are using the case when condition. If you are using here in Excel, you are going to use if condition, right? And based on that, there might be the insight you will be getting.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yes, this is an assumption, but yeah, this is a direct proportional assumption. It's not a random assumption we are taking.
Okay. The last
Right.
example that you gave, where the average call time, if it's less than 5, then it would be great. Okay. So again, we have to find the average call time from the data, and then we have to create a separate column, and then
That's
we
what
can do that.
you need to just identify what the range will be the good range for your next column, which you need to create. In the rating, this is very simple. Like you can create and you can just give the stakeholder like I am using this logic. But here, the call duration is very random thing, right? So mean will be the great if you use that mean, and based on that mean you are creating any different column. But that's what I'm thinking. It's not necessary you need to go again in the same flow. Okay, I'm just telling you how people are thinking on the creating the different column from the existing column. And again they are doing on that particular matrix, they are checking the different coming with the new story. So this
Yeah, I
is how
mean,
you
we
can
need
play with
to
the data.
Yeah, I mean, we are creating different hypotheses based on different metrics, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And if needed, you can just calculate the extra columns.
Okay.
If you are in logic in your mind, then just go ahead and create something and just come with a different solution, because having the same data and coming with the same solution, everyone can do the same thing. But if you are creating something new, extracting something from this data and creating new column, and again then giving the sense of result, that will be again a great thing, right?
Okay.
It is not the always possible way to create the extra column. There might be sometime we are not able to create something from the particular existing data. But if it's possible, try to create that thing. I'm not sure it will work or not. There is this bucket called duration bucket, but check if it is possible solution or not. Get this part. I just got this project to explain how to work. So I'm just explaining you how to work. I am not exactly work on this particular project. Okay. I'm not dump the data. I'm just explaining the path, how the people are thinking if they have the data. I have the data in backend. I'm just thinking how I can create the views here. Right?
We don't have to show the cleaning part and all those things, na? We don't have to show that, right?
You don't need to show that, but what are the things you understood from the cleaning? You just click on the particular table, check how many blanks we have, right? Filter out, check